So I just finished reading the novel A Burning by Megha Majumdar. I just wanted to make a quick video reviewing how I felt about it. Uh, this is not a very large book, it's hardly 300 pages, and the author, Megha Majumdar, she is from Kolkata, but she is living in the United States for quite some time, I believe. And it is her debut novel, so there was a lot of brouhaha about how great the novel is, and it has been compared to authors like Yagyasi. And let's just say my expectations were quite high on the story and how it would make me feel. The plotline revolves around three characters. The first one is Jeevan, who is a small town girl with extremely poor parents who gets entangled with the government for, and she's basically blamed for a terrorist attack that happens at a train station near her slums. The second character is that of Lovely. She is a hijra, and she has her own struggles with society, and she is trying to get her big break in her acting career. The third character is that of PT Sir. PT Sir is, as the name suggests, a PT teacher in the school where Jeevan studied up until her 10th grade. He was her PT master, and he is tired of his routine life and wants to achieve something great, and he does that by going to a political rally very early in the storyline, and how he gets in contact with the politicians and makes a career out of politics. So, and as far as the storylines go, there is hardly any overlap between them. Yes, they do have some connections. For example, PT Sir was Jeevan's teacher, and Jeevan was teaching English to this Hijra Lovely. But apart from that, there isn't much interaction between them. So they are like short stories, three individual short stories put together. The writing, there is nothing too great to be said about the writing style. And as a overview, I just would like to say that I am pretty disappointed with how it made me feel. The story could have, there were, I didn't feel like there were any stakes uh, to even mm, to even get us interested into the story. They seemed like pretty normal people and pretty straightforward plot lines with no uh, intricacies or no masala, let's say, for the lack of a better word. The prose is very easy to read, and like I said, the book is not too long, so you probably would not take more than a few days to finish it. At parts, I felt like the book was extremely slow, and there was practically nothing happening. In the beginning, the chapters which cycle through the characters, they felt like they were very short, and by the end of it, the author wanted to cram a lot of information uh, in each of those chapters. So uh, maybe the structure of the book could have been better. It is pretty evident that the author is in the United States, and she is writing for audience which is similar to her. She's writing for the international audience, and the aim is to give just a glimpse of Indian culture to the international audience. It is not written for people who are there. So apart from these basic flaws, I didn't find much interesting about the plot or the characters. If I had to find something good to say about the book, it would be that um, that there are some quotes which are not so there are some parts in the chapter where the narrator or the protagonist of that particular chapter is talking to himself, and those parts were uh, hitting the right marks at some points. I feel like the cases that affected these characters, for example, a Facebook post causing the arrest of Jeevan, or uh, the case of a beef eater being murdered in a Muslim beef eater being murdered, causing turmoil in PT Sir's political career. All of this has, of course, been inspired by events that have actually happened in India, and maybe it would have been. Maybe the book is too late in its messaging. If had it released, say, even a year or two back, it would have made a bigger impact. A lot has been said about moral policing, conservative right parties enforcing their propaganda on the common public, about trial by media, and about how people are being held overly accountable for their liberal views on social media. And it just feels like the topic has been spoken about so many times that the novel failed to bring anything new to the conversation. It just showed us how or what the repercussions of these actions might be, and the author does a good job of showing us that. But like I said, enough has already been said about the topic, and the author doesn't bring anything new to the plate. Anyway, I would like to congratulate Megha Majumdar on this achievement. Writing a first novel is never easy, and we can see how she has pulled a lot of things from her experiences into this novel. There is a lot of love for uh, Kolkata, the city. There is a lot of love for dreaming by people who are not well to do. There is a lot of love given to uh, homosexuals and their mistreatment. Uh, and I wish the author had spent more time in uh, I wouldn't want to say exaggerating, but it just didn't hit the mark. The storylines were possibly dumbed down. A lot more could have been happening. There was hardly any escalation, so I would have loved to see those aspects in the story as well. So, if you are new to Indian culture, this is a perfect place for you to begin your a journey into knowing more about the culture. But if you are well versed with Indian authors and the style of writing by Indian authors, maybe this is not the book for you because it hardly offers anything new in terms of writing, plot, characters, or storyline. That is my review. Thank you for watching.